So I was just reading this article about Amazon requesting everybody come in to work 5 days a week in the office. And I'm also reflecting on the incident at Wells Fargo that a woman was found dead in her cubicle after being there for like the whole weekend or whatever. And then I cannot help but look and think about and stop on that little mark where they talk about that, working in the office builds camaraderie, it builds community, it allows you to work with people and come together. And I'm calling bullshit on that because let's just take the Wells Fargo first, right? A woman comes in, probably badges in. How is it that no one, cleaning crew, security, her co-workers, no one noticed that they didn't see her? They didn't see her leave. They didn't walk out that night, go to happy hour. Nada. Nothing. Not a manager, assistant manager, co-worker. Not one person knew that she hadn't left the building, that she hadn't been seen. Now, I'm not going to even talk about the family because surely somebody in the family was like, hey, has anybody seen Sarah? Like where is Sarah? Right? I'm focusing on this whole entire sham of an idea that people working in office builds community, camaraderie, and that you actually care who's in the building, because this woman worked in her cubicle and no one knew that she was there dead. How's that for camaraderie? How's that for community? As a matter of fact, clearly y'all not even working together. Like, her work wasn't getting done and no one noticed? Like, that's the part that gets me when you hear these CEOs and other talk about why it's so important to be in the office. Let's just be honest about it real quick. It's not about the employee. It is not. Somebody's got a building and they got to fill it. So that's some money. There are restaurants around these buildings because they're probably like tenants or whatever, and they got to make sure people eat. So that's some money. It's about the money. It's about the power. It's about the micromanaging, because clearly it's not about community, it ain't about camaraderie or even her health. Because somewhere along the line, this lady had an accident. She had an event and was, had her moment in her cubicle. And it's only when they get back that they're like, wow, something smells foul, that they go looking for what the odor is. And then they realize, oh my God, this woman, she has been deceased in her cubicle all this time. Nobody knew that she wasn't there. No one noticed that her badge didn't get swiped out, that her work wasn't turned in, that they had said hello to her, got a cup of coffee, nothing. And we're in the office because it's about being in the office and being seen and connecting. And there's such lies. Let me tell you what happened here. And this is where I'm going with this whole thing, where people talk about working from home. It's not a great thing and how it doesn't help build teams. We were never building teams in the office. That was never happening. Never. It was a game. Has always been a game. That if you're going to get ahead, you need to chum up with some people, go out to happy hour, play some golf somewhere. It's about the game. It's about power. And the fact that people realize, wow, I can do my job at home, not put mad wear and tear on my car, still have time for my family and myself, and get work done. As a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, more people get more work done at home than they do in the office. Now, I'm going to just tell them myself, because clearly I'm not there anymore. But you come in, you check your email, you go get something to drink, and you stop at one desk and 30 to 45 minutes passes. You go to another desk, 30 to 45 minutes passes. You have a meeting and it's lunchtime. And then you come back from lunch, you talk for a little bit, you make a little bit of work done, and then before you know it, I'm going home. Did I do anything today? What did I do today? What did I do today? Because there's mad interruptions. Mad interruptions. The meetings you're having, at least for me, well, a lot of them were like on Teams. They were Teams calls. They weren't even face-to-face meetings. Teams calls. This whole idea of making American workers, because I'm only talking about us, come back into the office to keep working the way we've been working, it's baloney. We are so past all of that. If you could do your job from wherever in the world, then why not? If you hire great people, then why not allow those great people to work wherever they want to work? If the work is getting done, who cares? Where you get it done and when you get it done is getting done, ain't it? Isn't that the point? Isn't that the point? Let me back up just one. Let me go back just one. Because when people talk about American workers don't want to work, here's the part that is missed. What workers don't want is to be someplace and not be valued and not be paid for their worth. People want to work. People want to get paid fairly for their work. They want to be valued for more than just their labor. But that's where we went wrong. And I use we generally as businesses. We went from a place of getting to know the employee, getting to understand what their circumstances were, getting to know their name, what they liked, figuring out how to grow their career. We went from investing in people to looking at human labor as if it's just numbers on a spreadsheet. It's like ordering paper or ink, soda, Post-it notes. It can be easily replaced. And that's where we are now. They talk about a lack of loyalty to a business. I mean, some of you guys remember when we actually gave a 2 weeks notice because we didn't want to leave them without. It was the proper thing to do. When people ask me about leaving a job, I was like, look, if it's not working out, shit, fuck them. Because trust, if you were to die today, Lord bless them, they would find someone to work your shift tomorrow. The relationship between employee and employer has shifted, and not for the better. The leadership, I don't know what they're doing. I'm sorry, not sorry. So disconnected that there is this fear of losing power. When the fact of the matter is, if you went back to the basics of owning a business, operating a business, which is treat your employees well, they will treat your customers even better and everybody makes money. That's how easy it could be. But that's not where we are. We're at a place where it's all about, the shareholders. And so we pretty much screw the employee and we wonder why we can't find people to work. We don't want to pay people. We don't want to appreciate them. We want to force them into working environments that are not necessary, let alone, clearly they're not even safe. I don't know. I would like to believe that if I went missing, that my coworkers would come looking for me, that security would be like, has anyone seen this person? Her badge has not been used. Or that if my work is not turned in, someone says, well, I haven't gotten this work. Like, Breaker, what's going on? No concern. None. Now, am I assuming some things? Yes and no. Because if you're working in a building, if the whole idea is to come back into this building to build camaraderie, where were her comrades? Like, how did she have this medical incident in the office and no one not know? Like, how big is this office that no one ever walks past her cubicle? Yeah. We got to stop fooling ourselves that we're doing all of this for culture, all the C's, culture, community, camaraderie, all of that. Like, cut it out. It's not about that. It can be. It'd be great if we got back to that. It would be wonderful if we went back to truly appreciating employees for who they are, humans, and not seeing them as just numbers on a spreadsheet. That can be easily replaced.